What is going on, people? It's Medicosis Perfectionalis, where medicine makes perfect sense. Let's continue our microbiology and infectious diseases playlist. In previous videos, we talked about Streptococcus pyogenes, which literally mean a pus-generating bacteria. Today, we'll compare between two diseases caused by this bacteria. The two diseases are Erysipelas versus Cellulitis. What does Erysipelas mean? Eris means red. Pela means skin. Do you remember the disease pellagra?
Yeah, I remember that. It was the 3Ds. Diarrhea, dermatitis.
Dermatitis. So it affects the skin.
Oh yeah, I've never thought of it this way.
Well, medicine makes so much sense once you understand what the flip you're talking about. Now let's get started. This is the name of this playlist. Please watch these videos in order. We talked about strep pyogenes in 4 previous videos. Streptococcus pyogenes is a gram-positive cocci catalase negative bacteria. Staph versus strep. Staph is coagulase positive. Strep is coagulase negative. If staph is coagulase positive, it means it's going to convert fibrinogen into fibrin, which means it's going to be localized. It's going to clot in one area. Local things. Folliculitis, abscess, bigger, furuncle, deeper, carbuncle. I'm still here. I'm still in one area. But look at strep, coagulase negative. I cannot coagulate and clot myself in one area. I'll be widespread. Look at this. Sepsis, cellulitis, necrotizing fasciitis. Could be cellulitis, could be erysipelas. Widespread, not so widespread. Coagulase negative. Coagulase positive. Strep pyogenes, pus generating. The name always has the answer. We're talking about beta hemolysis here. Complete hemolysis. What kind of Landsfield group? Group A, beta hemolytic. If they are group A, they are the strep pyogenes. Pyogenes, pus generating. That's why I get pus in the skin, pyoderma. Pus in my pharynx, pyogenic pharyngitis or purulent pharyngitis.
Why do I get all of that?
Because of the virulence factors of the Streptococcus pyogenes, which were discussed before. Please pause and review. What are the diseases caused by Streptococcus pyogenes? Some of them are suppurative, some of them are non-suppurative. The suppurative means pus. Pus in my throat. This is pyogenic pharyngitis or strep throat. Bacterial pharyngitis, of course. Or it could be skin disease, pyoderma. Derma is skin, pyo is pus. How about throat and skin together? Congratulations, you've entered the land of scarlet fever. Tell me about skin only. Pyoderma, I mean? Sure, it could be impetigo, and then we can get worse. Erysipelas, deeper, cellulitis, even deeper, necrotizing fasciitis. Give me toxemia all over the body, streptococcal toxic shock syndrome. Let's compare between erysipelas and cellulitis, which is the topic of today's video. Erysipelas affects the skin only. Cellulitis affects the skin and what's under the skin, subcutaneous tissue, i.e. erysipelas is superficialis, but cellulitis is deeper. Erysipelas is well demarcated and raised off the surface of the skin. Look at those clear borders, well demarcated and raised. How about cellulitis? Poorly demarcated. You'll not see those clear borders, and they are not as raised. What if I go even deeper and even more widespread? Necrotizing fasciitis. Now we're getting more horrible. Don't forget that cellulitis and necrotizing fasciitis are complications of surgery. They can lead to fever after surgery. And what are the causes of post-operative fever? If you remember, do you recall your famous 5 W's? Wind, water, walking, wound, wonder drugs. Wound? What do you mean? It could be cellulitis, it could be necrotizing fasciitis. These are wound infections known in surgery as surgical site infections. A hugely important topic in surgery. Please pause and review. All of this was pyoderma action, which means it can be complicated with post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis. So I can start with erysipelas, or I can start with cellulitis, and then later I have blood in the urine. Please pause and review. The best thing that happened in the history of microbiology since the discovery of penicillin is Picmonic. Let's use this great tool to learn about Streptococcus pyogenes disease. What do we have? We have the pi gene for pyogenes, and Streptococcus, this is a stripper. Diseases: pharyngitis, Erysipelas, pyoderma, here is pus. Impetigo, here's the emperor tiger. Cellulitis, here's the cell phone on fire. Scarlet fever, here's the fever beaver with his strawberry tongue and circumoral pallor. Toxic shock syndrome, here is a toxic person. And then don't forget the immunological complications. We have rheumatic fever, the Roman fever beaver, which is molecular mimicry by the strept M protein, as well as post-streptococcal acute glomerulonephritis, where you have antibodies attacking your glomeruli. That's how you get blood in the urine. Pause and review, and do it again, and one more time. If you like this video, you will enjoy my antibiotics course. Go to medicosisperfectionalis.com, download it today to learn about antibacterials, antivirals, antifungals, and antiparasitic medications. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and click on the join button. You can support me here or here. Go to my website to download my courses. Be safe, stay happy, study hard. This is Medicosis Perfectionalis, where medicine makes perfect sense.